Oh, hello, guys. Welcome back. Happy what we call Loki's Day. I know it's also Valentine's Day for some people, but we don't actually celebrate Valentine's Day. I always saw it, even from being a little girl, as the holiday to honor Cupid slash Eros, and I don't want to get into a big debate about what actual day it was, but it's the day it is now. And Loki has said, oh, the god he sees as his bitter rival, that if he ever comes around, he will rip his wings off and deep fry them and eat them. Remember, they have the same field of expertise, so he wants Cupid nowhere around me. People have, like, really watered down what his prime directive was. And, I'm not saying that God can't do, romance and sweetness and everything, but he also did lust. And look, he's like, no, he is not coming in this house. He is not allowed around you. You are mine. I'm your God of love. And I'm like, okay, fine. Okay. So it's going to be Loki's Day, and we're going to celebrate that part of him that is romantic, that is, sensual, that is about the driving force to procreate, for either for pleasure or to make children. And it's a very relaxing holiday because I don't have to do that crappy dating scene, and I don't have to do anything else. Look, he's like, you're not allowed to date. And I don't have to do any of that stupid stuff. I mean, I saw a sequence listed somewhere of like what the holidays are. Like, today was some kind of day, and then tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and then like it's National Breakup Day, and then it's like National Alone Day or something. It's like, it's crazy. Um, he is not, with me, a big fan of anti-Valentine's Day. I did anti-Valentine's Day, everything is black, and he actually didn't like it. I thought he really would, and he kind of liked the aesthetic of a black rose, but still, I understand what his master plan was. It was to have love celebrated, but in the sense that Loki brings it to us. And it doesn't have to be romantic love that squicks you out. It can be, he's a very loving father. He, in our family, as strange and terrible as our family could be at times, everybody got something from everyone on Valentine's Day. So, it can be time to honor him as a father or a brother or uncle or whatever he is. Honor him as a father to his children because he's loyal and he loves his children, or as a loving husband because he's loyal to his spouses. We can't look at it in that Judeo-Western society idea of heterosexual, one spouse forever. It's not like that. That was not the norm. The norm was closer to like some African societies where if you could afford many wives, you could have them, but you had to be able to treat them well. You had to be able to house them, house your offspring with them, and treat them well. Give them like enough animals to raise, give them enough area to garden, be able to feed them and such. You couldn't just, decide you want 20 smoking hot babes and then send them away. You couldn't do that. So it's a good day to honor him, and if the Allfather or someone he gets along with comes through, he will be more than gracious and share the booty. We already opened up the brownie bites. This didn't even last to his day, but it's okay since it's his holiday. He can have his stuff when he wants. Like, that bag just kept crinkling and crinkling and crinkling, and I'm like, you want that, don't you? So he's getting that, and sometimes it can be a day too to reflect on, sometimes out of love, our gods stop us from doing things. Hades would really have a heart attack and descend to his own kingdom if he ever caught me around Osiris. Reason being, I had red in my hair before. My red hair's ultra red now, thanks to the dye, and red-haired people used to be burned alive as an offering to Osiris. Here, you're going to the afterlife. We're sending you by fire. So, yeah, not Hades' favorite person, as far as I'm concerned. You might have a different relationship. They might get along quite well, but with me, Hades is like, no, stay away from him. You're not allowed to talk to him. And Loki's like, you have to listen to him on that. So, yeah. you can reflect on that as well in, in a positive way, like take some meditation time and say, okay, my gods aren't letting me have this. Why am I not getting this? So you can definitely get away from the commercialized version, unless that makes you happy. If that makes you happy, go out, have fun, be safe, don't become a statistic. We will probably watch horrible, Valentine's Day related horror movies. My Bloody Valentine. I believe the one is called Valentine, the one where this killer wears a Cupid's mask, and a couple others. Like it was the reboot of My Bloody Valentine. We have that like in like 3D, I think. And so we'll be watching terrible stuff like that if we watch anything to do with it at all. We will not be sitting here watching Cupid videos, because he's already said that if he ever catches Cupid, I don't know if I told you this or not, he's cutting his wings off and deep frying them. And he has said very rude and demeaning things about Cupid. So even though I said in a previous video I wouldn't want Cupid mad at me either, I think Cupid knows to like stay out of Loki's territory, and I don't think he cares. If you're really meant to work with a god, they will work with you. They won't care what your other gods think of them. But sometimes the gods that are the worst for us look the most appealing. So Loki will be, protecting his patch, and it will be a day to honor him and honor his loving qualities. And so you can do that with any god. Of course, you can honor any god's loving qualities. And it was interesting as I was doing like looking up tidbits on red hair. I forget what ancient writer said it, but he compared people with other colors of hair to noble creatures, but he said red haired people, and he compared them to the fox. Look, he was so proud. He's so happy over there. So yeah, definitely. Foxes have not been liked for a long time, and so he's like, that's my emblem. So there's also, you saw the tiny fox on the altar and everything else, and it'll be Loki Day. I know a lot of people call Saturday Loki's Day or Loki's dog or Loka dog or whatever, however they pronounce it. I am really bad with other languages, but it will be good. I think he's going to probably get into his espresso shot next. I don't mind what day he eats it on. Whatever day he eats it on is the day he eats it on. Tomorrow is supposed to be I get bacon, I cook the entire slab like I would cook a roast, and I make him a bacon roast, and that's what we feast on. So hopefully tomorrow he gets his bacon roast. But he still has to make up his mind what he wants. He wanted bacon roast, but no, he's not sure. Okay, guys. So that is Loki's Day, just a day to honor him, to enjoy being with him, and to, take time out to honor him. I mean, if you do honor Cupid or Eros, he's probably not gonna make a fuss or stop you, because obviously he would have said something before, but with me, he decided he did not want me doing that. Yeah, he did not want me running around with a bunch of gods of ill repute. He is, he's loving, he's caring, and he will watch out for you. If he doesn't think a god or goddess has your best interest in heart, they kind of have to prove themselves. And if a god isn't interested in proving themselves, they're just not going to get near you. And that's something to celebrate. So, I hope you guys consider it as a holiday. It's not like an official holiday. I can't put a copyright claim on it or something, but we will be happy. We have all the boxes we have in the house. It's like Foxland, so it can be foxes and hearts or whatever else you think is appropriate. So I hope you guys are having a good one, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.